This is my 1975 Tyco Mantua Santa Fe 5628, and this is my favorite train for a couple reasons. Number one, it was my dad's, and it's just a really cool design, and I actually haven't seen more than 2 or 3 of these online, and not too many of them, well actually none of them still have the rail on here. I'm missing, I think, 1, 2, that one needs to be put back, or maybe 3 of these pieces here, and that's it. So I pulled this out of the box last year and wanted to get it started, and I took it apart and found out that the reason it wouldn't run was one of the wires in there was broke, so I had to solder a wire onto it and clean up the motor, clean up the wheels. One of the wheels was broken on it, and found one at a train show for $1, the whole motor assembly. So I took it apart, put the new wheel set in there, and we're running fantastic. So I really like this. Oh, I got the horn somewhere. I broke the stupid horn off of it, and I put it in a baggie somewhere, so I need to glue that back on. And so then that runs great. Nice old train there. And also what was in the box was this tender here, 2418A, and I don't know if it actually is supposed to go with this locomotive or not. So if anybody has information on that, let me know, if it matters, or what exactly the story is behind this. I don't know. Oh, the other thing, this, as you notice, this is missing, I don't know what you call that goes on here, but when I bought the motor at the train show, it had one, so I was trying to take it off, and I don't know, I guess they push them in there and then they melt it, so when you try and take one off of there, I have no idea how you're supposed to get it off and replace it without breaking it. So well, maybe next train show I'll find one and we'll give it another try. Maybe I need to melt it off or use a razor blade or something. So anyhow, that's my 1975 Santa Fe Tyco Mantua 5628. I love it. One of the things I forgot to mention on this was in replacing the motor on it. The motor is actually riveted in here, and you have to drill out the rivets in order to get the motor apart. So then to get it back together, you have to get some like 2mm screws, and I got the last 2 that they had at the hardware store. So anyhow, you have to drill them out, and if you see on this part here, the little rivets that are in there, so you have to drill them out to take out the motor, and then you have to get some of these screws here, and then put a little dab of super glue on there just to make sure that they don't hit the track anywhere or come off or come loose. And before you put them on, a little bit of sandpaper to make sure that they fit flat. Sand the side, or not the sides, but the ends of the nuts when you put them on. So, okay. And let me juice up the speed here.